once again coming back with another Wednesday night Thunder Hub. That's right, guys. We are excited for the game. We're going to chat a little bit about the game on Sunday, for a little bit, because there's some funny things that I wanted to talk about, aside from when I was with my brothers or whatever. But we're also going to talk a little bit about Jaxson Dart and the New York Giants up ahead. And, of course, we're going to roast some of the clowns of the NFL and the mainstream media situation. And we're going to talk about what they got to say about the Chargers this week. But as always, guys, I'm excited for the show tonight. So let's get into it. And as always, Bolt Bros, let's go.
What's up, Pyramid here, man? You watching the Bo Bros podcast. Stay tuned.
Charter blue dreams, stadium lights gleam. Bolt Bros on the beat, lead stream. Chargers rocking speeds, Sonic supreme. From the podcast to the field, we're a team. Charged up, Bolt Bros on the night. LA Thunder in electric delight. Bolts in the battle, sparking bright. Charged up, ride the lightning, feel the fright.
All right, guys. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's get it. Hey, nice to see you here in the chat there. Char UCLA. I guess I think that'd be correct right there. Good to see you as well, Bolthead. Hey, man, I'm pretty sure you won something already. So I think you need to send me an email about what you wanted to get from us. So like you had some kind of award. So I'm waiting for that email so I can send you out some merch, man. But go ahead, man. That's what's up. Yes, we might come out 4-0 though, but I think you might be right. You might be onto something. Jaxson Dart might have something cooking for us for sure, and I do believe that he's not somebody that we should be sleeping on. Of course, like I always feel like these are pros, and we need to be prepared for pros. You know what I'm saying? So, but yes, sir, KC, we are 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. I'm so stoked on that, man. It's gonna be good. Yes, sir. And let's ride the lightning tonight. We're gonna ride some lightning for sure tonight. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where's my little? Oh, dang it! I keep pressing the wrong buttons over here on the side. Here we go. I got so many buttons. Yes, we're gonna ride that lightning. Yes, sir. All right, guys. But hey, so if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the video because we got a lot of fun things that we're gonna talk about tonight. We're gonna talk about a little bit, just briefly, about the Broncos game because there's some things that I wanted to specifically point out that we need to kind of be thinking of a little bit, But I am going to talk a little bit about the upcoming game. I'm not going to get too much into it as well because we're going to talk about that in the pregame show later on this week. And so just so you guys know, like, look, we are three brothers. We've been longtime Chargers fans. My grandpa was a Chargers fan. My dad's a Chargers fan, and all of us brothers are Chargers fans. And it runs deep in our family, and that's what I'll say. It's like it's a hereditary trauma. We'll just say that, I guess, right now. But yeah. So we've been following the thing, and all three of us brothers, we bring a little bit different styles to the show. Tonight is my night, and I'm going to have a good time with you guys and stuff like that, So, but my brothers, they like to do some other things, so it's all good. It's all good. So, but yeah, so tonight, this is what I like to call the Thunder Hub. Yeah, because we have a little bit of fun tonight. It gets it's late night. There's a lot of hubs out there, but but I feel like it's special that you guys get to spend the hub, the time with me on this hub, not the other hub. And Larry, my man, is out here wanting to do his intro, and I'm totally fine with it because it's very appropriate for right now. So here we go.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing.
That's right, Larry. I got your back, man. I got you all the time, man. You don't even worry about it. Like it's yeah, you my boy, man. That's right, Jorge. Let's get turned. That flea flicker, he caught it. Yeah, if he caught it, whew, that was a thing of beauty. Not really though. But yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about that actually. So let me pull up my slides here. Right. So we're gonna start our show, of course, with what we call the rival rundown. Hang on a second. You know what? I'm really messing up here. This is one thing I need to make sure here. Hang on, I gotta move something around for a second here so I can actually mess with my buttons still. I have a little sound effect to this for this one that I wanted to kind of get on it. There it is. There it is. I'm always picturing this one as like, us just kind of running over, driving a little car. We're going to kind of like run over some people like that, So like, that's what we got here. The rival rundown. So we're going to dive into a little bit of what happened for the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. So basically it was kind of a wild event here. So look at that. It was exactly just like this, Bo Nix was just running for his life the entire time. And I can't say like, gosh, guys. I mean, he had inches from a belly flop, 100%. It's like just, all that stuff. The biggest thing that he had was that 3rd and 13. Bo Nix, just like we were talking about, scrambled like a squirrel on Red Bull, lunging for a first down, only to kiss the turf inches short, of course. The Chargers get the ball, and Herbert drives it down the field, slings it to Keenan Allen. Also, just absolute dime, straight up laser, shaking off freaking defenders left and right, and had literally hand right in his face, and couldn't see hardly anything, but he threw it and just believed and trusted in Keenan Allen that he was going to make it. It was absolutely a thing of beauty. Gosh, guys, the crowd absolutely went nuts, absolutely ballistic when that happened, So I am just still amazed and shocked that Justin Herbert made that throw. I know he could do it, of course, but that was just such a thing of beauty. But Bo Nix, man, he did have that flea flicker thing, and that could have really, that was the difference of the game right there, So, and here's the thing that I would say too. So the vibe of the stadium when we were in that fourth quarter, I think honestly everyone was quiet. Broncos fans and Chargers fans. We all had that feeling that we're not going to make it. But oh my gosh, obviously somebody had to make it. And thankfully, Chargers on top, baby. Chargers on top. That's what I'm talking about, man. Chargers got some dogs on this team. That's 100% right now, But I just got to say though too, Bo Nix, if you had tripped just a second earlier, we'd be watching that on loop on the ESPYs for Chargers fans. So that would have been meme gold for that little flop that he had right there, man. Absolutely, goodness gracious. So, wow, that was the miss of the century right now, So, let me see what you guys are talking about here real quick, and let's say pull up here. Bo Nix, Bo Nix, more like Mo Picks. Bolthead says it was a strong game. Broncos wouldn't let up. Bo Nix is tough for sure. For sure. No, their defense really stepped up in a big way, 100%. And yeah, I really do believe that that was probably one of the toughest games that we've had so far. Honestly, I felt like potentially, yeah, the Chiefs games always play tough, but that game was really, really tough. We barely inched it on that one, I feel like, And Beef Talaboy saying Sean Payton is a scammer. Hey, I believe it. I actually believe that too, for sure. Let me hit this up here. Yeah, get that up there, right there. Yeah, sir. All right, sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. Miguel says, breaking news. I am now a father. Baby Guzman is here. Let's go. Let me give you some lasers for that one, my man. That's what's up. Nice. We got another Chargers fan up in the house here. That's awesome. Baby Guzman is here. Congrats, my man. That's awesome. Super happy to hear that. Yeah, we're getting some congrats in the chat for that. 100%. That's so dope. Cheers to you, man. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it, man. Yeah. And best of wishes for that for sure. And hopefully your wife has a speedy recovery and all that stuff too. Because I know that can do a number on and everything, So, but hey, I appreciate that, man. Like that's awesome. Thank you for sharing. What's the name of the new lucky child here? Let us know in the chat, my man. Kyle, BS rope-a-dope halftime. Hated how the Donkeys just scored 17 and looked. Yeah, that's true. That is true. That was very, very annoying that the Broncos were able to score so much on us and stuff like that. I didn't like that at all. But of course, hey, it made for a good football game. I hate that this is always true that the Chargers do like to make the games. What does it say? We all have cardiac arrests, with these games. We had to pull out the defibrillators and literally get charged up every single time. We watch a game. So yeah. Okay. The lucky baby is Diego Miguel Guzman. Hey man, I thought it was gonna be Kyle. I thought it was gonna be Kyle Miguel Guzman. Hey, what happened to that, buddy? What happened, man? I thought you were gonna name him after me. Oh, I feel so sad. Just kidding. Yeah. Anyhow, Bolt God Zeus says, yes, sir, one of the toughest games so far, but our fouls made it happen for us. And yes, I was just about to get to that. Thank you so much for that segue because perfectly actually I wanted to say this though too. A shout out to what is this? Irie Turtle for making this one here. This is this is just a funny picture that I saw out there, like that showing it is confirmed yet again because we are 3-0 right now, but Justin Herbert is also 3-0 specifically against Bo Nix. Justin Herbert is Bo Nix's daddy in more ways than one because they both came out of Oregon. Bo Nix was the year after Justin Herbert, and we also have Justin Herbert, destroying him in the AFC West. So we got some we got some funny memes on that one right there. I saw this picture and I just had to pull it. There. Shout out to him for making this one. But yes, like I said, but the reality is, let's be perfectly honest though, is that Bo Nix and Justin Herbert, they really do have a pretty good relationship with each other. And like they do respect each other. Like they obviously are an alma mater, and they have each a love of the Oregon Ducks, of course, where they both grew up and stuff. But yeah, there's some good respect here, but as long as the Justin Herbert is higher than that guy, I'm totally fine with it right now. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, guys, sorry, I have to wear these glasses because I left my other glasses upstairs. They're still in my luggage. I haven't unpacked since Sunday. I've been home and look at that. Who does that anyways, by the way? Who does that? When you get home, do you immediately unpack all your clothes? I don't. I really don't. I mean, I need to wash them anyway. So what's the rush? So yeah, like my other glasses are in my bag still, and I just haven't grabbed them. So sorry. I pulled out these OGs right now, so but let me know in the chat if you actually want some of these. I can buy some and then ship them out to people or something like that. It's good times. So anyways, Damage, that's a great DMG, that's a great name. Let's see. Carlos says, what's up, my man? How you doing? Brian Dable should be fired for putting the rookie Jaxson Dart out there against our defense. Poor guy, yeah. And we'll get into that one in a second for sure, so yeah. I see why Doc Lightning where's the defibrillator in his head. Yeah, because exactly. You got to bring that back to life. He's like, yeah, exactly. Anyways, but yes, the comment was made about the penalty flags, and realistically, the penalty flags out there, it was raining. So I know that the Chargers Stadium is an indoor stadium and it's covered, like that, it protects us from the elements. But it was practically raining penalty flags on the Broncos defense and offense the entire night, guys. We had the most ridiculous stat in my mind about this game is that we had literally 6 first downs based on penalties from the opposite team. And I hate to say it, but that Achilles heel, that weakness from the Broncos was our greatest strength. That literally saved our skins every single time. I hate to admit it, but yeah, the Broncos literally shot themselves in the foot the entire time because we literally were dead to rights multiple times. There was that. Hang on a sec. I have my notes here right there. So they had, what was it, 10 penalty flags for 85 yards alone. That's literally could just march us all the way down the field by that virtue of that by ourselves. Like just put us right in the red zone. Easy, done. They thought like it's basically like the Broncos defense thought the rule book was a coloring book, or I guess maybe kind of like a guideline for pirating, like you kind of like a parlay kind of pirating situation. I don't even know, guys. It's ridiculous, But that one personal foul gifted Justin Herbert 15 yards and a game-winning drive. Basically said Sean Payton basically just said, "Here, you know what? Take the W. Just take it. Yeah, we'll give it to you. Like we're in your house. Here we're giving you some respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, gosh, that face mask as well on the fourth down. Come on, man. Y'all Broncos fans, like you got to be punching some air. I did see, of course, that the other fella, had the 37th to the power worst game ever after the game right there. So I mean, what are you guys even doing? It was like this. They had to have been thinking this the entire time.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, man.
That's literally what was going on inside of Broncos fans the entire time watching that. It's like they were just literally shooting themselves in the foot. I can't say that enough, honestly, So, I mean, if penalties were points, like we literally would have been, blowing them out of the water on all that stuff. It was ridiculous. So, I mean, I really dare I say is that they really need a discipline problem here. Like, I mean, I don't know what Sean Payton's doing over there, but he needs to get on their players' butt. I don't want him to because hey, it helped us out, and it'll help us out that they don't do well down the line and stuff like that, But what do you guys think about that? I'm gonna catch up on the chat on this real quick. So, see, Michael Pesque says, we need those injured guys back ASAP. Same as Mullen and Gilman out. So on that note, I believe Khalil Mack actually can be back potentially for the banana game against the Colts. I think Becton could be back, but I don't know. Like the concussion protocol seems to be kind of a loosey-goosey rule as well. Where like, he could come back, but he might not come back. I don't know. It's a really weird situation there, So Pablo says that he hopes to see that Minter makes Dart see some ghosts out there on the Sunday, bros. Yeah, for sure. Broncos were playing dirty. Yes, they were. They were certainly, but they paid for it. They paid for it with a straight up L. So good for them. That's fine. We'll take it. I wish it was Russell Wilson. Dart can use his leg. Well, and that's a good point. We'll get into that a little bit more. Russell Wilson was he's I got some notes about Russell Wilson though that I definitely want to get into as well. So yeah. Sean Payton is playing players to injure and the opposing team again. I don't think so. I don't think he's doing that. But I can potentially see that he's just not disciplining the players enough, not getting them into the form that they need to do in order to avoid all these stupid mistakes, that it cost them the game against the Colts and it cost them the game against us. Bottom line, I hate to say it, but yeah, that really did. Like, I honestly think that, yes, the Chargers came out on top on this one for sure. But, and we actually did drive the ball when we needed to drive it in order to win the game, but those penalties helped us get there for sure. Bolt City, stand the F up on 3-0. That's right, baby. And start of the 2025 season. We got to relish it, man. We definitely got to relish it right now. Yeah. Any chance the Chargers makes a deal for Alvin Kamara and Kevon Thibodeau. Kavion. I think it's Kavion, right? I don't know. I don't think so. I would love that. I would love Alvin Kamara on our team right now, because I mean that'd be great. I mean, especially since we don't have Najee anymore. He's on injured reserve. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's out for the season. So we need somebody else out there to help out Marion Hampton. But right now Hampton's the guy. So and I'm pretty sure Vidal is going to be elevated from practice squad. So that'll be something for this game. But let's see. I would love to see like another veteran person out there. That'd be dope. So yeah. Okay. Hope Minter makes Dart want to go back to college football. Yes, that's what's up, Carlos. That's for sure. Broncos are sloppy, and like you said, that got in last week. I think I know what you're saying, but yeah, they were playing sloppy. Got them last week. Got on this week. We good. Yeah. Poor Pipkins lost an eye too. Oh man, everyone's losing their freaking eyes right now. Let's go out for Gus Edwards again. Hey, that's not a bad idea actually. Might as well give him a call. Yeah, may as well. So yeah. No on Kamara, yes on Thibodeau. Carlos says, all right, yeah, man, that makes sense. Yeah, so it's all good. But man, like I said though, guys, like what a game. I'm excited for it, but let's get into the other stuff right now. So, but before I do, I want to actually, actually no, I'm gonna save that for a little bit later. I'm gonna save it for a little later. So let's just jump into the New York game versus the Chargers. So we're going at obviously this is kind of opposite right now. This is supposed to be, Chargers on top and then New York on the bottom, but whatever. I don't care. We know we're going to New York, saying I'm not being all picky with these graphics and stuff like that, but I do got something to say about Russell Wilson here. I'll tell you that much. Russell Wilson is cooked. He is a freaking Thanksgiving turkey pulled out of the oven, deep fried, put him to bed, let him go right off into the sunset, guys. This guy does not have anything left in the tank. He is literally just trying to collect some checks. And here they go. That way you can see it a little bit better. He's out there trying to be, I don't know what he's like that, that high school football player that we all know back in the day, who was always just, oh yeah, man, back in my day, I threw 300 yards in a single half, blah, 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 like that. But he's out here trying to still collect some checks, man. Poor Russell Wilson. Exactly, Bolthead. Like, I mean, goodness gracious, man. This guy just going from team to team. He's done. He was done as soon as he left Seattle. 100%. He was done before Seattle for sure. But he is just not able to make this thing happen anymore. And when he went to Steelers, he was a dumpster fire. But now over here in New York, he's a dumpster fire, man. It's just like, I don't understand. See, the sad thing for me when he went to the Steelers is that Justin Fields took the field, or that's kind of funny to say. Justin Fields had the start before he did for many games, and he was doing great. But then because they paid Russell Wilson so much money, they forced themselves to pay, to play him. But, he didn't actually end up doing well and either, so now we are here now. We're dealing with, Jaxson Dart. But we did not put him in. They are not putting him in a good situation to start his career out either, But yeah, so at least they got Cam Skattebo, just like you're saying. Because Cam Skattebo, I think though, however, I'll say this: like I think he's got some grit. He's got some real talent and stuff like that, But if you see him running downfield, he is basically asking for some CTE. Like he wants to eat CTE for breakfast right now because he literally puts his head down every single time. And I think he's wanting to just get his freaking brain rattled around. It's like, this is not a good look, not a good thing for him. he's not going to have a long career if he does that. And so I do think that, he needs to kind of pause and reevaluate how he runs, because this is not a good team to keep doing that against. We have an amazing defense right now, and he will suffer the consequences of that choice. So like I say, the Dark says, headed to that game, hope we dog walk him. Too bad. Grandpa is going to have to watch his Giants get spanked. Sorry about that. It's a sad thing to see, upset Grandpa over something like that, but hey, it's a good Chargers team this year that we got. So it's awesome to see. But Miguel says, my fear is that we don't take a rookie seriously and we lose a crappy team because we get underprepared. Okay, well, I'm going to say this, though. Unpopular opinion. I'm going to turn this thing off for a second. Unpopular opinion, though. I will admit, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. Okay. Oh, no. This unpopular opinion. Yeah, sorry. This game, I think we can lose and we'll still be all right. And I'll be perfectly in here. I understand why. Remember, we just won 3 straight divisional games. Each divisional game basically is kind of like a triple threat for playoff contention. Yeah, we're talking about playoffs already after 3 weeks. Because it's, how it all works. You win the division, you're guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. But you win conference games, that gives you a tiebreaker ahead of other AFC West teams. We can play against the Giants, and we can basically, I suppose I would call this a recovery game. If we could potentially lose the game, but we'll be all right. However, a big however right now, obviously, winning any game in the NFL is critically important, because the more games you win, the better chance you can have at a higher seed. And honestly, I think the biggest thing for us Chargers fans is that we need to have home field advantage. It's critically important for us fair weather teams in the West Coast, and especially in LA, to have home field advantage. Because imagine playing in Buffalo in January or February even, that's freaking cold. And on our Chargers players, they're not ready for cold. I feel like, it's not a good look. It's not a good situation for us, and especially as fans, I don't want to go to those dang cold games. I hate them. So, yeah. Anyways, that's my 2 cents on that one real quick, So, yeah, but Pablo seconding that there. Beef Tallow Boy, Russ has been stealing checks for 4 seasons, still getting paid by Denver. Yeah, exactly. He is. He's just robbing the league blind at this point. That's all he's doing. He's just sitting around on his bench. What the funny thing about here? I'm gonna bring that image back up. No. Hang on. I want to bring this image back up. The funny thing about Russell Wilson too, what always burns in my mind is watching him in Denver, and having Melvin Gordon, Melvin Gordon was looking at him while Russell Wilson was sitting on the bench, basically just kind of sipping a coffee, watching the sunrise or something like that, or the sunset, And Melvin Gordon was looking at him like, bro, do you even care, bro? He was just staring at him, just kind of what the heck is even going on? This guy is literally not even doing his job. Doesn't even care that he's not doing his job. It's like the guy at work who shows up, clocks in, and then immediately goes to lunch. It's like, what are you even talking about? What are you even doing here? Anyhow, that's just kind of something that's literally what he's going on right now. Russ is a stand-up dude, but he needs to hang up the jersey and retire. Yeah, I mean, I can see that, look, don't get me wrong. All the players are really good people. But there's a time in the player's life that they just need to recognize they ain't it anymore. They are not him. And frankly,
you're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Yeah. You're not going to keep making it happen. You're not going to be like Tom Brady and go from one team and win it again and go to basically appear in 2 different Super Bowls. You're not going to be like Peyton Manning and go from one team and win it again. You're not that guy, Russell Wilson. Just hang it up. You made your money. It's time to move on. It's time to change careers. It's time to figure out something else to do with your life. That's my message to you, my man. I don't. Hey, I did it. I was in the entertainment industry forever, and I just decided, you know what? It was time to hang up the reel, hang up the slate. I'm done. I don't want to do that anymore. So that ain't who I am anymore. You need to have that realization as well. Said heard the Giants want a conditional 5th round pick for and Trey Lance. Oh, interesting. Who are they trying to trade for? What do you mean? That's interesting. I would love to know what you're talking about there. Yeah. What trade for what? For who? And why? Yeah. Russell started dating rappers, babies' moms, and gave himself the Mr. Unlimited nickname. Yeah, he gave himself the nickname. That's you can't do that, that's just not how nicknames are done. Yeah, Harbaugh won't let that happen, Miguel. His team's little things, in my opinion. Yeah. Giants prefer rookie Dart and not veteran Wilson. That's how Russell Wilson is washed and he should retire. 100%. Yeah. Giants are the new Lions. I could see that, back dicks. Right? Hooray. Sean Payton is a scammer just like Russell Wilson. Yeah, 100%. Sean Payton, he ain't it no more either, man, for sure. You thought that he would be great, because he's a good coach. Man, I'm really behind on the chat, man. You guys are busy. Sorry about that, guys. I just came in to see y'all, especially my boy Kyle. I'm going to bed. Hey, appreciate you, Larry. Sorry for the late show. You have a good night, man. Rest easy. Breaking news. Am now. Oh, wait. Hang on a sec here. I already had all that stuff here. Yeah, let me sorry. I had to scroll past a lot. It looks like I lost my place. Sorry, guys. New York fans are saying they have no fear for the Chargers. They say Dart is the next John Elway. Oh my goodness. That'll be wild, guys. Hey, Andrew and Herrera and the Bowers Live. What's good, my man? Hey, yeah, yes, sir. We here. Chargers have a better team than the little Giants, even with the injuries we got. I agree. I agree. Giants O-line sucks, or Bolt should rattle Jaxson Dart. My prediction is 5 sacks and 2 interceptions. That'd be what's up. Yes, sir. Brian Dable's job is on the line. He absolutely needs this one. Yes, he does. Yeah, he does. Like, if he loses this game, for sure, he's actually going to be joining Russell Wilson. He's going to be the stuffing to Russell Wilson's turkey. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? Injury report keeps growing every week. Yes, that is the Chargers' way, unfortunately. That is really the Chargers' way. But there's going to be some transactions coming down the line. So, like I said, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, because we are going to keep you updated and keep you informed with everything that goes on throughout the week. And it'll be good times. It'll be good times. But one of the thoughts that I had about this situation is this. I really don't think this is the best team for Jaxson Dart to start his career off of. Our defense is dominating right now. And I can only imagine right now that Jaxson Dart is sitting there going to bed tonight. And this is kind of like the image in his nightmare right now. He's having little nightmares right now, seeing how the Chargers O-line is just going to toss him around like a rag doll. They're going to toss him around like the Hulk did in Avengers with the freaking Loki. Jaxson Dart is going to be tossed around like freaking a hacky sack at a hippies convention. This is not going to be a good time for him. And I think that Brian Dable should be ashamed of himself for even letting it. This is almost going to be child abuse, my guys. Like, I can't say. I honestly believe that he's not going to have a very good experience. He's going to have a very big welcome to the NFL 100% this game. At least I hope so, and I honestly believe so. But hey, but we will see on Sunday for sure, though. I mean, I do admit that it's going to be an interesting thing to find out what happens exactly, of course. And I'm going to be hyped. I do think that we have a very good chance of being 4-0 coming into this game. So we should see. We shall see for this for sure. But what do you guys think here? So let's see. Let me pull up some of your guys' thoughts. Okay, so Eddie asks, do our Bolts bring back Naheem Miller-Hines to back up Hampton? I think that could be a good option, but I don't know. He might be a little salty about letting him go. So I don't know. I can't say for sure. But I think that could be an interesting choice. We do have Haskins. We have Kamani Vidal. And I do think that they did kind of a little bit better. I don't know. I think we'll see a little bit more Haskins out there now, which I'm excited for because he's got that connection with Harbaugh, so we'll see some more of him. We'll get some more production out of him, so it's not going to be a bad situation at all. So, but to answer the question, I would say no. I don't think we're going to get Miller back. Let's see. New York does have a nice defense, but let's pump the brakes on Dart dominating the Chargers defense. Exactly. I know people say, yes, he was really good in college. He's a good player. Let's not sleep on him. I get it. Yeah, I understand. But he's a rookie, and this is his first game in the NFL. It's a much faster pace than college is. So he's going to have a rude awakening, and it's going to be against probably one of the top team in the league right now for defense. If definitely top 5, it's going to be not a good situation for him. He's basically being thrown into the lion's den, which I'm basically showing here with this picture, So yeah. But you're right, Eddie. He is definitely lucky that Khalil Mack ain't coming after him. And so Khalil Mack, like I said, he'll probably be back by week 7 at the very latest. Hopefully Becton will be back as well for us and stuff like that too. So we'll see. Dart's going to be treated like a joint at a Grateful Dead concert. Everyone's going to be hitting on that. I like that. That's good. That's really good, 7th Son. I like that one for sure. Bullhead says, at this point, you bench a guy like Russell, regardless of his dumpster fire on a scheme. We really need to contain Jaxson Dart, and we will be the statement. We need to come back from LA from a home game. Yeah. Are you live? Yes, Mark, I am live right now, my man. Yes, I'm here. I'm trying to do the best I can to keep up with the chat, but you guys are very chatty, and I love it. Love to see it. So yeah, Chargers D's going to tenderize that meat. That's right, Andrew. We're going to tenderize that meat, baby. We're going to tenderize that meat in the offense on the defense, and on this side of the ball and that side of the ball. Yes, I got a little thing for that a little bit later. Yeah, so yeah. Our Bolts better not let Malik Neighbors beat them. Yes, I hope not. That'd be really good. It's a morning game too, Pacific time. Oh, that's right. Shoot. That means I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late to the game a little bit because I got church in the morning. Church is very important to me. So, hey, you know what? And I say my prayers for the team every single time I go because I want my team to be good and I want them to stay healthy. So I gotta get my church in as well. So I'm sorry, guys, but I will be late. And like I said, guys, I will be doing the show, and I'll talk about that a little bit more. It is good to see the arrogant donk fans get punched at. Yes, sir. Dart is going to fart bricks, bro. Yeah, that's for sure. If our Bolts protect Herbert, he'll carve up the Giants. And there you go. Yes, sir. Dart will not throw darts. Stop Scattaboo, and it will force Dart to throw interceptions. Yeah. I agree, Mark. Yeah, for sure. I would hate being Russell Wilson, a vet QB that is being replaced by a rookie. Well, I mean, you're not going to hate being collecting all them checks every week, though. I'll tell you that much. Chargers charge, baby. Jorge, my man. What's up, my man? Talk. Chat. Kyle makes Wednesdays bearable. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. We got hump day. It's middle of the week. It's actually we're a little bit over the hump now, because now we're going into Thursday. We got Friday Eve. We got football tomorrow night. So we'll get into that in a sec. Sunday afternoon, the Giants will be called the Midgets. I love that, Mark. That's good. Denver has a great. Yes, they do. Yes, they sure do. Kyle is a man of the gospel. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I am. I really am, man. Yeah. This is a classic trap game. I have faith Jim Harbaugh will keep the. Yeah. Again, you're right, and like I said, though, Chris, like this is it's. I would not be opposed if we did lose this game. I wouldn't say opposed. I would not be color. I do not color me shocked if we do end up losing this game somehow. Just saying. I would call them not really necessarily trap games. I call them recovery games where we got a couple injuries, like it's not super important for everything, whatever, but we can make, if we don't end up winning this game, it's kind of like that's why. It's more of a recovery type thing than anything. So, but I do think that we can win and we will win this game though. That's it. Mark, my man, thank you so much for the $2 holla. Let's go. Where's my lasers at? Scratch. That works. Hey, future Chargers QB, Baby Guzman. Yes, sir. That's right. Baby Guzman in the house. Let's go. That'd be what's up, man. That's awesome. I say Wilson takes over the second half because starts gonna hit me in the shell shock of a day. Hey, that might not be bad. It might not be bad for sure. Deep throw down sidelines. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that happen a lot with towards Quentin Johnson and everything. The safeties must bounce back, especially Alohi. Dude, Alohi is not having a great year. This is a make it or break it year for him too. He's on a contract. This is a contract year for him. I should hide that for a little bit. Sorry, man. I had that in there. Let's see. Chris, sorry if you already talked about that. I just left the bar and I'm a little drunk. Cool. We have a Bolt Bros podcast on Wednesday night. Yes, sir. Hey, yeah, no, this is a new time slot that I do every week. So yeah, man. Happy that it's awesome that you came from the bar. Hopefully you get home safe or whatever, but I appreciate you for stopping by and listening to us and stuff like that, So yeah, but yeah, this is something I do now Wednesday nights. I want to chat with you guys and kind of like break up the week a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So the storm is coming to New York. Let's go. That's right. Hang on a sec. I got some more things. This is kind of what I have in mind. This is my final thoughts on the New York game. This is kind of like some of the thoughts that I had in mind for the the game here. Like, I really do think that we're going to see like the resurgence of this face, but insert Jaxson Dart there. For that thing. And we're going to see this in the sideline because he's going to have 3 interceptions on the night, I'd say. You guys said 2. I'm saying 3. We're going to see the resurgence of this face on our game on Sunday morning. That's what's up, man, for sure. Thank you, Harry. Wednesday nights with Kyle beats Wednesday nights at Pink Poodle Gentlemen's Club. Bro, that is a quote and a half right there, man. I might have to put that one on a t-shirt or something like that. Oh, that's good. I like that, man. That's awesome, man. Anyways, yeah. So I just had to pull these faces up here. Like freaking Eli Manning, man. By the way, guys, how are you happy that we actually didn't keep Eli Manning? He didn't want to play with us, and we got Philly Riv instead. Anyways, yeah. All right. Well, so now I know I am for sure, but at this point in the show, this is what I really want to do. A little something with you guys, and I want to play a little bit of some high voltage pocket pool. You know what I'm saying, guys? Let's play some pocket pool. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. All right, but let me just pull this up for a second here. So where's my button? Which one is it here? Oh yeah, it's this one right here. Okay, boom. All right, guys. So it's at this point of the show that I need to actually do a little bit of some fun things, and for this time, let's see if we can finally freaking win some money here, guys. Like my picks have been terrible all year, so maybe you guys can help me out and help me cook a little bit. It's like because I'm like terrible at all this stuff. So. And we might do a raffle. Might do a raffle at the end of this thing. Not really necessarily a raffle. But in order, actually, let's do it. So, in order to really kind of qualify yourself for a giveaway for the end, at the end of the show, all you got to do is talk in the chat, and your name will pop up in the participants category here on YouTube. I'm glad that they brought that feature in, and I'll spin the wheel at the end of the show, and let someone pull something out of the win something for our merch store. So you get a sweet hat like this. We got some shirts, all the stuff, but I gotta do some sleeping here. So, well, let's see. Okay, so let's do it for the Thursday night game specifically. So this right here, the Seattle Seahawks versus the Arizona Zona. I can't even talk right now. Card shoppers, whatever. I don't know. Oh, okay. So it looks like right now, there is a. No, see, I think so. By the way, guys, honestly, I think for me, when it comes to these sleeper things, I think there's a little bit of a trap. Hey, you could actually win one of my used shirts. Actually, I do got to get rid of some shirts. Actually, I do have some other stuff here that I need to get rid of anyway. So maybe I'll throw in something extra for you guys. So whoever wins tonight, I got some extra hats, like some regular Chargers place. Yeah. Anyhow, so I gotta focus here. I gotta focus. Yeah. Let's see. So there's a little bit of a booster. So what I was gonna say is that some of these boosters, I think, are sometimes they're a bit of a trap. They are a bit of a trap. Like it's Jackson Smith and Jigba. Do you think you can click on his name? Oh, so every single game he's been getting well over 80 yards. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna take it. I'll take it. I think it's probably a trap, but I'm gonna take it. I think he can do it. So, and the thing that goes with these things, you have to bet on both sides of the ball. So, yeah. So let's see. We'll see. I don't like the rush yards thing there. So I think he can do it. I don't know. I don't like Kyler Murray's on the rush yards there. Kenneth Walker, anytime touchdown. He did not get a touchdown against San Francisco. He got one against Pittsburgh and 2 against New Orleans. I'm not 100% sure if I would say anything with guaranteed if he just needs to get a touchdown. So I don't know. You're right, Jorge. That's a risky one. It's not over what though, Jorge. It's so I'm just making a pick that I'm going to say that he's going to get over 80.5 receiving yards. So he's going to have a big receiving game. Yeah. But Benson maybe could get some more touchdowns. Oh, he has not gotten a single touchdown this season at all. So maybe this could be the one. What do you guys think? F it. Take the pick. Yeah, I don't really care, honestly. Life is short. Walker anytime score for all the Marlboros. Let's roll, bros. I mean, yeah, I think Benson's the more riskier pick. So let's do that. Hey, you know what? You're right, man. Let's just let it roll. Kenneth Walker gets a touchdown. Do you think Benson could get one though? Let me know if you think Benson could get one. Let's keep it going. Sam Darnold to potentially get. He's the starter now. Okay, yeah, he's the starter now. Let's make it happen. Let's get this thing up to 10x. Right now we're at 5.8. Let's get it to 10x. Just bet your house on it. No, sir. Do not bet your house on it. No to Benson. Seventh Son is saying. Watch this shit hit. Yeah, dude. Why not, man? Sam Darnold to get over 223. How about this? So this is the trick with sleeper, I think, is that you can press their name and there's alternate picks inside. So I'm going to go less than what they're talking about. And I'm just going to do 175 for Sam Darnold. I think he can make 175. It doesn't move the needle too much, but it's easier. In fact, I wonder if there's other picks. Let's see. Maybe there's some other picks for Benson here. 2? touchdowns. Oh my gosh, who would take that one? Okay. Oh, here we go. Let's go back. I'm gonna undo that. Let's see if I can do the rush yards. So him getting 60 rush yards for the thing. Ah, dang it! I can't do it because of that. So you can only pick one thing. You can only pick one promo for the thing. So you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna swap it. I'm gonna do that one there instead. I'll do the Benson promo there instead of the Jackson Smith and Jigba. So for that one, I'll do this one instead here. I'll do the 60 yards for Jackson. There you go. There we go. Oh, that really kind of messed up my ratios, didn't it? That's a bummer. That's all right. Yards or touchdowns? What do you think? No Kamara. Yes, and Darnold said yeah. What's up, Samertalik? Hey, my man. It's good to see you. It's been a while. Good to see you. But yeah, man, we're back here on Wednesday nights. I need some more. I need some Arizona guys. Shoot. Oh, I need some Arizona guys here. Oh no, I do have some Benson in there. Should I do? No, I can't do that. Okay, you can only do one bet per player apparently too. So yeah. Okay, come on. I want to get up to 10x. That's what I want to get up to. Thornton. Oh, Harrison to get 46 point over 46 yards. Oof, that's a risky. F it. YOLO. Okay, we need probably like one more Kyler Murray on rush over on rushing. So it's not over. So you think, okay, 30? You think Kyler Murray's going to get over 30 yards rushing? More. Oh, yeah, he could totally do it. Come on, let's make it happen. Booyah. Oh, dude, we got 15x now, boys. Oh, yeah, we got 15x. Okay, boys. That's it. That's the one. Let's make this happen. Let's view the entry. So, yeah. So, Kenneth Walker, any touchdown. Sam Darnold to get 175 pass yards. Benson to get over or more than, it's not over, more than 59.5 yards. Rush yards. Jaxson Smith and Jigba to get more than 60 yards. Marvin Harrison to get more than 46.5 yards. And Kyler Murray to rush for 30.5 yards. Okay, so, we could do a flex where if I just get 3 correct, I'm going to win. I would get a little bit of money back. I can do, and honestly, I've been doing so bad right now. I'm really tempted to do the flex. Or if I can get 3 correct and I'll win a little bit, but if I get 4 correct, I'll basically win like $1. If I get 5 correct, I'll win half of what I wanted to get, $27, so, but we only live once, baby. So I'm going to go we're going max. We're going all in it. Screw the flex, go big, Jorge. That's it. That's a good idea. Let's just do it. We're doing it. Wait. Remove unavailable picks. What the heck? What do you mean unavailable picks? What do you mean? And so there's a couple of boosters I can. What do you mean unavailable picks? Oh. What? What happened with my Sam Darnold pick? Oh, they changed it on me. I was too late. Dang it. Oh, okay, there it is. I was back. Okay. All right, here it is. Okay, I'm going to hit it. 15x. Let's go. Booyah. All right, there you go, guys. We'll turn $5 into $75 if we hit. Well, we got to hit on 6 things. Hey, man, it's all for fun, baby. It's all for fun. Yeah, so like again, if you guys like, I'm just doing 5s on it, so whatever. Just throw 5 on it. But that's kind of how it works, though, guys. It's really fun. But if you guys wanted to do the same thing yourself, like I said, do the code. Sign up and we'll get 100% deposit match up to $100. For new accounts only, of course. Use the code Bolt Bros, and you should be able to get that with this. And honestly, it does kind of help us out a little bit. We do get a little bit of kickback for it, But you get an extra $100, and we get a little bit of money for it too. So, but it's good times, man. But yeah, hit it up. It's basically available in most of the states, so it's a good time though. Anyways, but let's get back to the show. We got some more things to talk about, so let's get into it. Bros. All right. Yes, sir. So that was our high voltage pocket pool. We played a little bit of pocket pool together. You know, we had a couple of laughs. We'll see, and we'll have a good time. You know, hey. But we'll have some. We'll continue this a little bit more, and we'll have a good time. Anyways, but it's at this point of the show, though, I do want to say a few things. Look, this is what I wanted to say. It's like, yeah, we're doing the chart. I'm gonna call this part obviously the charged up bolt boosters. You know, so let's be honest, guys. All of us, you know, here on the Chargers fandom, we've been through some shit, you know, and we've seen it all. We've had heartbreak after heartbreak, but we always come back because we know that the Chargers are gonna have their day. And the bottom things too, yeah, we're 3-0. I'm excited about it. We could end up 4-0 after this week game, but let's keep our hopes up, but let's try to keep ourselves guarded too. Let's not set ourselves up for failure. I want to ride this high as much as you do, but I do think this. You always have to remember this. The Patriots they were jacking shit for a good 50 years of their existence as well. The Chiefs, they had a Super Bowl win early on, but then they became nothing for years. The Jets have a Super Bowl win, but they are in absolute poverty right now. They have not been good ever since. You know, ever since that win. Something somewhere has cursed them. The Browns, of course, they are in a worse situation than this. They haven't even been to the Super Bowl. At least we got that on them. But I'll say this right now. It's a whole new ball game for the Chargers right now. You know, you feel me? We got a historically always winning coach, Jim Harbaugh. We got an absolute stud of a quarterback, Justin Herbert. We have an established run game now with Marion Hampton. We have weapons for just our Herbert now. We have all these receivers that are out there that are doing the work, that are getting the balls, and they're getting amazing catches. And it's been phenomenal to see. We didn't have that last year, but we still won 11-6. You feel me? We have a defense that is able to freaking turn the ball over to give us back the ball in possession. We have something special brewing right now. This season, 2025, we see it as fans. The media people are seeing it as well. They're all starting to come together. So they're all starting to come back. They're all starting to think more about the Chargers as not just a sleeping team. You know, they're not talking to us like we're the Dallas Cowboys and like, oh, we don't care that you're 10-1 or whatever like that. You know, we know where this is headed. They are respecting this team right now because of Jim freaking Harbaugh. Because they all know that nobody's got it better than us right now. That's for sure. And I'm excited, and you should be too. But let's rein it in a little bit because we don't want to set ourselves up for failure. Let's enjoy ourselves as much as we can. That's kind of my message that I want to share with you tonight. So, anyhow, let's move on to the next section of this show. Hey, Bolt Popper, thank you. Hey, you know what? I just noticed with the Bolt Popper, you bought a membership, man. Thank you so much for that. So, I want to shout out to you right there. It's like, yeah, thank you so much for the subscription, my man. You've been watching since the 80s, and it feels special. Yes, it does. It does, doesn't it? There's something about this team right now that just feels different. Like Justin Herbert feels different. Jim Harbaugh's playing different. Derwin James is playing different. Our offensive Keenan Allen's playing different. Ladd McConkey is a freaking rookie, or a second-year rookie, and he's playing different. The worm has turned, Jay say. You know what I'm saying? And oh my gosh, you can't help but get excited for this team, right? I mean, who does not get excited for this team right now? If they don't, then they don't know ball. All right? You can tell it to their face. Oh, we're the Giants. We're going to beat you guys. You don't know ball? You do not know ball, my man. You do not know the Chargers. This is a different Chargers team that you've seen in previous years. And you're going to find out. You will find out, sir. Keenan Allen is back. That's right. I think the defense is our greatest defense. 100%. I think our defense is a great offense. Oh, you said the difference is our great defense. Yeah, for sure. And yes.
Who's got it better than us?
Nobody. That's actually future us. That's right, my guys. Future us. Anyway, so that was my little booster part of the show. Let's get into the next part of my show here. I want to say, I've been getting at, getting into here a little bit. We're talking about the hot takes from the huddle, and this is the part of the show where I actually see talk about what has been cooking in the mainstream media, and this is the part where I talk about some people that have talked about the Chargers, and I kind of analyze a few things that they say, and I want to actually just I get into it because I'll watch these things so that way you don't have to. And that way, specifically for one particular person, we'll talk about which one is the clown of the week as well. And we will say what we want to say about that. I didn't prepare a slide for this right now, but I do want to say this before too. I just saw that Stephen A. Smith has already put Justin Herbert's name in the hat for MVP season right now. And I applaud that for him. Stephen A. Smith is coming around as well. I'm glad he's not giving us the Dallas Cowboys treatment. And he's putting a little bit of faith in Justin Herbert right now. So that is what's up. That is amazing. Oh, Zed has a question for us. Let's get into that one right here. What the F is going to happen with O-line? Seriously, I know we are 3-0, but if the O-line can't get it together, we are screwed. Zed, you hit a point that I actually did want to make as well, and I totally forgot to. So thank you so much for bringing that up. Yeah, our offensive line needs some work, guys. And that was a point that I wanted to actually share during the Bolt Boosters thing. They need some work. Justin Herbert got hit 20 times in this game. Yes, he had a couple of sacks, but this offensive line needs to stop letting them through, period. Yes, the Donkeys have a good defense, but that doesn't mean that they should have an excuse to get into Justin Herbert that many times. It's not acceptable in my book. We need to make sure that Justin Herbert stays on his 2 feet, does not lay on his back, does not lay on his belly, does not do any laying down until he goes home to Madison Beer. You know what I'm saying? That's the only kind of laying I want to see. Well, I don't necessarily want to see that, but I expect that. You know what I'm saying? He can't be taking hits. No, sir. I don't want him taking no hits. Not in the field, but that's what I'm saying. We don't need no broken anything from Justin Herbert. Yeah, so we need to make that happen. Yes, sir. So anyway, so hot takes from the huddle. Let's get into it, guys. First and foremost, I wanted to talk a little bit about Pat McAfee. Keenan Allen was on Pat McAfee's show, and it was actually a pretty sweet little discussion that they had for him. Pat McAfee actually gets some really good. I honestly, like I said, guys, I'm very optimistic about Pat McAfee's show. Pat and AJ Smith had some good questions for him here, talking about what it's like coming back to the team after playing in Chicago for a while. And I feel like Keenan actually had some really good answers and stuff like that. But the quote that I wanted to kind of get in here into was, "Oh man, that's a terrible slide. What the hell happened to my slide? Daggone it! Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna hide that." Yeah, I can barely even read it, but it's supposed to be blue black. I can't even talk right now. Blue background, but I don't know why it's all white like that. It's pissing me off. Oh, there you go. Okay, now there it is. There it is. Now let's make it up. So Keenan Allen they were talking about him saying, "Hey, you know what? Was it an awkward conversation coming back to the Chargers or whatever?" And Keenan actually did say, "It's like, yeah, the conversation. This is verbatim, obviously. The conversation with the office might have been a little bit awkward, but in the locker room, it was all love. But there was no beef, of course. It's more like, let's shake hands and let's get to work. But those upstairs guys, they do it their way, and everyone laughed in the studio and stuff like that. And so that's kind of a nod. That was an inside joke for the players and stuff like that. So when you think about that, like these players, they all there is a divide between the office and the players and even the coaches and stuff like that. Like, I mean, honestly, like realistically, the thing is though too. We had Dan Henley on our show one time, and he did say the most shocking thing about all the being in the NFL is the business aspect of the sport. So that's just it. It's all business. It's not necessarily technically anything personal, but it's unfortunate. So yeah. But next up, I want to talk about, of course, is Rich Eisen. Rich Eisen, had some comments about Justin Herbert as well. But they were positive as well. Just like I was saying, everyone's coming around, guys. Everyone's coming around. Everyone loves Justin Herbert now. Everybody loves the Chargers. Everybody loves Jim Harbaugh's out here. So everyone's hyping us up. And I'm not a huge fan of that, to be honest, though. But let's just get into it. What he said tonight. So, damn it, did it again. What the hell? Why is it doing that? I don't understand. So, I can't even read that myself. Shoot. Justin said, Rich Eisen talks about Justin Herbert saying, Justin Herbert is your currently leading candidate for the most valuable player, just like Stephen A. Smith was saying. This was a conversation in the thing, and he didn't offer much pushback against that with when he was talking about some other people. He is awesome, Rich Eisen saying. He beat the Chiefs on a Friday, beat the Raiders on a Monday, and the Broncos on a Sunday. In the southern and the northern hemisphere, it's like a Dr. Seuss rhyme. We will beat you with our offense. We will beat you with our defense. We will beat you with Dicker the Kicker, which rhymes with a lot. So he's just going to stop there. So all of a sudden, like you said, guys, all these people, all these pundits, all these mainstreamers are coming around. They're talking positively of the Chargers. And I admit we're not used to it. We're not used to it as Chargers fans of getting all this press and of getting all this positivity in our way. And I kind of want them to pump the brakes. I want them to understand that we are mortal. And so that might be another reason why I do want us to potentially have a recovery game. I would call it. So, and we got more. Colin Cowherd had Justin Herbert on his show. And let me just pause real quick right now too. The interesting thing about this is what we're seeing right here. Justin Herbert being on guests on shows and actually being media friendly, quote unquote. Actually, I have another thought about that, and I'll make a note on it too. Being quote unquote media friendly and going on shows and having interviews and stuff like that. This is a different Justin Herbert now. He doesn't do this. He doesn't go talk to people and get on shows and have conversations with the media and stuff like that. Because he's very camera shy kind of guy. And it takes a lot out of him in a lot of ways. However, I will say, I don't know if you guys did see, Justin Herbert running out of the field at the game, but he literally the cameraman was in the middle of the runway, and Justin Herbert literally trucked the first cameraman, and then as he went through the kind of the slap hands with all with all the other players, he was over there, and there was another cameraman in there, and he trucked him too. So there was not one but two cameramen that he just basically just just freaking stiff armed right there. You're right. And so Justin Herbert don't play that, He doesn't do much of this media stuff, He just wants to focus on football. He doesn't want to focus on the internet, the interview game, and the media side of things, So, but I do admit, I mean, if he wants to be great and he wants to be recognized as great in any way, potentially be a Hall of Famer instantly, kind of stuff like that, he needs to kind of play this game a little bit more too. And I think Madison Beer is definitely helping him, coaching him a little bit on that stuff too. So I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. I could be totally wrong on that one, but that's fine. Yeah, stupid white background thing. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyways, okay, here we go. But here's some of the notes that I got from that interview. It says Harbaugh, Justin Herbert was being, asked by Colin Cowherd about some stuff, and and I didn't know the story about why Harbaugh does this stuff. Where he keeps smacking him and stuff like that. But Harbaugh told Justin Herbert about it, and he says okay, so as soon as you get that first hit, you're ready to go. That's why Jim Harbaugh does it. So he hits him in the shoulders, hits him in the face. He kind of gets them all revved up. Gets that adrenaline pumping. So the whole reason why he does it. So hey, so if you can get that feeling before you even step on the field, then there's zero time wasted on the game in the game. Because you're amped up and you're ready to go. You get your adrenaline pumping, all that stuff. So, and honestly, I 100% agree with that. Because I don't know if you guys have ever played paintball, but I know it's different. Hey, what's up, next gen Onion, my man from Twitch? How you doing? Yeah, but if you ever play paintball, that's kind of the thing too. You always fear getting shot until you actually get shot. You know what I'm saying? So you're out there running around, you're trying to shoot other people, whatever like that, and then you get hit. You feel like it hurts a little bit, and then all right, whatever, then you go out, you step out or whatever, get back in and things like that, But then you actually end up, feeling okay, it doesn't hurt that bad, So that's just the way it goes. And the same thing goes with the hits and stuff like that. I honestly think that one guy, that one player, where he gets slapped in the face really hard. They may as well just do that. Have somebody in there just slapping people, in the background. So, anyways, I digress a little bit. But Justin Herbert also had a good comment about Quentin Johnston and about that. So because last year he was saying, he had a quietly great year, but now he's playing confidently and having fun at the same time and making a bunch of plays. And, so I actually do have a lot of faith in Quentin Johnston this year, so that'll be fantastic, and I do believe that, Quentin Johnston is doing much better. And so I'm going to issue an apology to Quentin Johnston right now. Because the fact is, I think we were all wrong about you, Quentin Johnston, and I'm glad that you did prove us all wrong. You know how to catch. You're doing a fantastic freaking job, and I appreciate you for everything you're doing and stuff like that. So just keep it up, my man. We believe in you as Chargers fans. If anything, we said what we said because we wanted you to do better, and we knew that you could do better. But I apologize if any feelings are hurt. There's no love lost or whatever here. We appreciate any player that plays for the Chargers. We love you guys to death, no matter what, man. At the same side, there's a lot of problems, other players in our history that have done far, far worse, of course, So, but you're doing great. We want you to keep doing good, and we want you to get better and better and better as well. So, and we hope that you do have many years of being with us. but we shall see what happens, of course, So yeah. Anyway, so next slide. This is kind of what I wanted to get to as well. So of course we had to get onto the once and future nobody, Mr. Emmanuel Acho, who I'm definitely going to call the clown of the week. Because guys, I don't know if you guys did see the apology that Emmanuel Acho actually did offer to Justin Herbert this week. All I could say, it was probably the most disingenuous, backhanded, fake, insincere apology I've ever heard in my entire life, guys. Look, this guy thinks he can try to make amends in some way on just one little video or whatever like that, He is not. It was some B. I'm gonna do some. I got some direct quotes. This is not verbatim. This is not verbatim. So let me pull that up again. A stupid white thing. I don't know. This is wrong button. Here we go. Okay, so here quote. This is absolutely quote. I may have bounced around a little bit, but this is everything that he said exactly, word for word. I've said a couple things in my life that I regret, to her, to my parents, and what I said about Justin Herbert. He is clutch now. He has activated his clutch gene. He is a full-grown German Shepherd. Hand. That's actually a wolf. Justin Herbert is a dog. We used to applaud him for his talent, but now he got real game. And basically that's where he ended. And they, of course, they said a couple things, else to each other, whatever, like that, But just
a few moments later,
he now then defends himself about being wrong, not being wrong before. He now just sits there and just sits and absolutely, backhands his freaking apology and says, "Oh no, but everything I said before was right. He made me wrong now, but at the time, I don't think I was wrong." He said, "You know what, Emmanuel, you can keep your goddamn apology, and you can shove it up straight up your ass. We don't give a shit about your apology, you fake mother." I don't want to cuss too much, about it, but it pisses me off that he's talking all this stuff all the time about our boy Justin Herbert, who we know is great, and he's insisting that he is not great. For why? He wants the views. I get it. He's clout chasing. I get it. Emmanuel Acho, you're right, Bolt Papa, is a clown. He is the clown of the century, I feel like right now. That fool does not know ball. All right? I've never played a freaking game in my life. He has, and he doesn't know ball. Because he's out here saying that Justin Herbert before was not as good as Justin Herbert now. But the fact is, Justin Herbert before was, at sometimes he was even better. He had a 5,000 yard career, 5,000 yard. I'm gonna go back to his face. Whoop! You guys saw a little preview of something that I got cooking up right there. Yeah, I'm taking it personal. That's right, Jorge. Because this guy feels like, look, I would accept his apology if he stopped before his "was I wrong before?" like where he started going back on what he was saying and stuff like that. He took everything he just said and just spit on it, and that ain't right. And his friends in this whole speak show were saying, "Oh, it takes a real man to prove you to say you were wrong," or whatever like that. He ain't no man. He's a bitch. Emmanuel Acho is a little bitch for saying those kind of things. Acho is the king of clowns. That's right, bitch ass clown. I don't know, man. I really wish that someone would just take that microphone away from him. That's all I gotta say. Just let him just sit on the sidelines. Because I don't know how you can really sit there and apologize and then take it back right away. It's so stupid to me. So, but if he's expecting any of us to accept him for this apology, this is the only thing I gotta say to him. I don't know if you guys ever seen this movie, but this is a perfect quote for you. First you want to kill me, now you want to kiss me, blow me. Absolutely, man. That's all I gotta say to Emmanuel Acho on that. Freaking terrible. And this is the last slide that I got for the show tonight. That Emmanuel Acho really just deserves this is the job that he deserves, to be a rodeo clown. You know what? And there's a rodeo like about freaking 10 miles away from my house. I don't know how often they do that. I've never been to a thing there, but I would go there every single night just to watch his clown ass getting chased by a bull and getting laid out. 100%. I would pay premiums for that, and I would pay for all y'all to come and show, come to that freaking event too, man. Shh. Yeah, okay. He did say, why? Yeah, okay. He wants to buy a Herbert jersey, and I would dare I say he wants to get a tramp stamp of Justin Herbert as well. I think so too. Hey, just because he wants to buy a Justin Herbert jersey doesn't mean nothing. I just he just rubs me the wrong way, I guess. Still, yeah. You must be out your mind if you think we're gonna forgive you, clown. That's exactly, Carlos. Exactly. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. All right, guys. Well, but yeah, so that was the Thunder Hub. Thank you guys for joining me. So like I said, I will do a little bit of a giveaway right now. So let me pull up a bit of a. I think I can pull up the. Let's see. I'll do that thing. Let's do this. Let's do a little giveaway. Spin the wheel. We'll spin the wheel for all the participants that have came into the show and actually interacted with us tonight. But yeah, Bolthead, yes, you did win a prize. I believe just a couple of weeks ago, but you haven't sent an email out to me. But yeah, so go ahead and like I said, I'm gonna put it in the chat here. Email me at boltbrospodcast@gmail.com. I'm gonna put it in here. And go into our merch store and let me know what you'd like. Pick any one of the hats or something like that, then we'll ship it out to you ASAP. And yeah, then we'll have a good one and stuff like that, So, but we're gonna do another one right now. Spinning the wheel. Because we normally we do the what's it called? Predictions for the game situation for the Madden show and stuff. But so now we'll just do it this way. Spin the wheel for all you guys participants here in the show. And I don't know. No, that's not. I remember trying to do that one. Wheel of names. Yeah, this is the one. Here's the one. All right. I'm gonna pull it up here. Okay, so I got cool. Got a bunch of people up in the chat that have came and participated and or are chatting here. So let's get you guys in. All right, what's going on? Okay, looks like there's a free spot right now. So, okay, let me share this screen here. Kill that one. Dun, dun, dun. Oh. Sorry, guys. Getting this thing all set up. Here it go. It's loading it up. Quick thought from Eddie says, our Bolts did the impossible, went 3-0 in the division. Will another impossible be done in February holding this? Yes, sir. That'd be awesome. Okay, here we go. Pull this thing up here. Okay, so we're gonna do it since it's a we have a little bit less than we did like one of the other nights. So we'll do the first to 3. We'll win the prize. And I think it was Bolt Head last time. That's what I'm saying. So like let's just hit this thing, baby. Where's the free spot? There was a free spot somewhere, I think. So yeah. Let's get it, boys. Stupid ad. Sorry about the ad. Oh, free spot right away. Hey, I think I can get rid of it after I do it. No more free spots. Okay, here we go. All right. So every single time it lands on someone, it'll do a shuffle, and then there. All right, Daywalker Blade, you first blood here, guys. All right, keep you there. Shuffle it. All right, guys. Oh, you think? Donald, my man. Okay, there you go. You got yours. Hit it. Shuffle there. Go. Cool, no problem. That'd be awesome, Bullhead. Let's get it. All right. Gerardo, there you go, my man. Okay. Not gonna remove. Okay, shuffle it. Boom. First to 3. We'll get a prize. Ooh. Wow. Almost Gerardo. I almost had number 2 there. Chris B, there you go, on the board. Bullhead, you said you wanted to remove yourself, so maybe I'll just get you off. But Carlos, there you go. All right, so it's pretty even out right now. So pretty even out. Okay, so Bullhead, you want to get off of it? That's fine. So I'll do that and shuffle it. I'd like to bid $1, Bob. Oh, Donald, I think that's a number 2 for you. Hang on a second. Do it this way. That's a little bit better. You guys can see me, All right, sounds good, buddy. Donald there, my sir. Yes, sir. Okay, shuffle it. 7th Son, we need to get you up on there, man. Oh, okay, Daywalker. There you go. That's 2 for Daywalker, 2 for Donald. Maybe I think I might see a pattern here. If there's a pattern here, then we may. Oh, I didn't. Did I press shuffle? Shoot, I don't know if I pressed shuffle. My bad. Eddie on the board. Okay, let's see what we can get here. Yo, Donald, my man. Yes, all you need is 1 more. Oh, Chris B. There you go, sir. I think that's 2 for you as well, right? Yeah, Chris, 2 for Donald, 2 for Chris, 2 for Daywalker. One more and of those, and then we'll get No, Donald, you might get it. Here you go. Shuffle it. Here you go. Oh, wait, why am I on that? Why am I on this thing? I don't need to be on that. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. 7th Son, Steve O, on the board. Hit that shuffle. Here we go. You might win tonight, my man. You might win tonight. Oh, wow. 7th Son, 2 back-to-back right there. Look at that. Okay. We got a couple 2s on here. Oh, shit. I didn't press shuffle. Well, let's see what happens. Oh, there it is. There it is, boys. Wow. Just straight up, like, back-to-back 7th Son just all of a sudden just came out of nowhere and started winning. All right. Well, that is our winner for the night then. The 7th Son. You know what to do. Hit me up on the on Gmail at Bolt Bros Podcast boltbrospodcast@gmail.com. And type it in here. boltbrospodcast@gmail.com. Hit me up, and you should actually be able to win some merch from us. We will, go to the merch store at www.boltbros.live and pick your prize. And whatever you like, just go ahead and let me know, and we will send that out to you ASAP. But yeah, man, it's been awesome, guys. I had a really good time with you tonight, and I hope to see you again next week. But also, keep an lookout for some of our other some of our other videos that we have going on later on this week. We have we'll keep you guys updated with some of the news, and we will have a pregame show. I believe on Saturday will be our pregame show, and we'll do one after the show as well, or after the game, and we'll have a good time, just chatting it up, So, but I appreciate you guys for showing up again. As always, guys, this has been, it's always a fun time for me to hang and hang out with you guys and just chat about the team and give you guys a little bit of thoughts and things like that, But yes, sir, Eddie, we are having a live show on Saturday, and so we'll be able to do it. May I give my prize to the new daddy? Sure, you can if you want to. Miguel, I'm sure he would appreciate that if you would like. That'd be pretty cool. But it's totally up to you, and you can let him know. And Miguel, if you want to, go ahead and pick out something, man, on behalf of the Seventh Sons and us on the Bolt Bros. So that's totally fine by me. Yeah, there you go. It's done and done. So Miguel, go ahead and do what you need to do, man. Go find something, and we'll ship it out to you, and give you a congratulations for being a new baby, man. That's freaking awesome. But yeah, guys, like I said, super excited, super good time. I love doing these shows, and we'll have a good one until Saturday. We'll see you guys the next time. But as always, Bolt Bros, let's go.
Hey, what's up? Cameron Dick here, watching Bolt Bros podcast. Let's go.
Charged up, Bolt Bros on the night.